Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.3 preview playthrough as the Imperial Remnant. In the last episode, we finished our Sovereign, but we haven't used it yet, so we're actually going to use that first to retake Yaga Minor. We held off a few attacks, and we started building up a lot of ground infrastructure. So I'm going to send these ground units over to Mandalore. Oh, there we go. Wow, we actually got there right at the same time. I guess they were sending back... would that be... Dent? No, Side. I can never remember some of the Chiss heroes. Some of the Chiss heroes for the Empire of the Hand. Alright. Yeah, that's Scythe. You did have to make him up. But, we have a Sovereign. We have Shared Space Triangle. We have Chained Heart. We have Invictus. And we have Survival of the Clueless. Yes. We've also got an MTC here, Special Purpose Local Sales Tax option. And which were you? Etis. Alright.
They will be taken care of.
Star Destroyer standing by.
What was the Sovereign's name again? Shunan's Black Scimitar. Simi.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Alright. Fighters, get up there. Clear those out. And let's get Shared Space Triangle up here. That's the name of our... Shared Space Triangle is the name of our XML file that has all the Imperial and Warlord units in it. And I guess people have enjoyed that name. There's Neera's and Scythe.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
The Warlords are actually a little bit of a problem for SSDs. They're taking out the shields of one of our ISDs.
Commander. Target line.
Oh. That almost got away. It didn't just almost get away, it almost got away.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Mauler ready.
Alright, so these guys didn't go where I told them to.
Awaiting your command.
They're afraid. We almost have our advanced vehicle factory, which is going to be helpful.
Construction
Because we can't do anything until we have them.
in production.
Alright, let's queue up those ones. This,
Maneuver.
go with them. And at Jameis, let's queue up
Enemy fleet approaching.
Mantle Cracker and Space Legos. Where are you approaching? Maridun. So that's going to be a pretty sizable one.
Mauler ready.
Enemy fleet approaching. Tactical battle imminent.
You know what? After those finish, we're gonna get Karnar. So maybe next era will... Yeah, next episode, not next era. Next era, we're definitely gonna get Karnar. But next episode, we're gonna go to the next era and get Karnar. So era 3B, which is an exciting name. I want to change the way we display tech levels or eras so that it's not using that part of the GUI, because for some factions that GUI space doesn't exist anyways. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so for some factions that space on the GUI doesn't exist, like the Underworld UI isn't set up with it. And I'd like to use that UI space for other stuff within the game. Like there's some context sensitive buttons that I want to add. And then if we can have the era show up at the top of the screen, or even in the objective info at the side, either of those I think could work. I don't think many people look at the side one in GC. Or maybe that's just me because I'm so used to being up top with TR. And that does stand out a little bit more. But then we can have as many errors as we want, because really they're just containers for stuff. Because we're not locking and unlocking stuff exactly with errors in every case, and we can unlock and lock stuff with the factions that have that capability whenever we want, really. Like the Empire, the New Republic, and the Empire of the Hand, we can lock and unlock with story scripts, so whenever we want with anything. It's the every other faction, we can only unlock stuff as the eras change. We can't relock units. We can spawn heroes whenever we want, but when it comes to making a unit available or not, we can only do that with those 3 factions I mentioned, because they can use story scripting.
Where'd he go?
I copy. Reporting.
That,
Destroyer standing by. Reporting in.
go back. Dreadnoughts. Powered weapons.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
These Lucre Hulks are dying, but
We've got them on
they're getting some work done themselves.
ready for duty.
You kill that?
Awaiting orders.
HV gun shot is going to kill this one, or at least take out the shields, and then we can kill whatever's left. So I'm comfortable with that. I've got to check what the range is on the Lucre Hulks, because for whatever reason they're flying super close. Like, their actual attack range is longer. I'm just not sure what number they have set up in the code for the unit's perceived attack range for the AI.
Awaiting your command.
Because they can attack from much farther away. Really shouldn't be going for these clustery attacks. The hugs of death.
Awaiting order.
Where are the others? Hypervelocity cannon firing.
There it is.
Our shields are down. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Roger that. Our engines are gone, sir.
And the lasers in the hangar?
Form
Yeah.
up. Attack. Fire. Open fire. Copy. We're in attack position. Destroyer here. The lasers are our target.
And our smaller ships are fine up here. Kadalbi doing that.
Copy. Attack that target. Our target priority is the laser cannons. I copy. Reporting. Target sighted.
Alright, we'll probably be able to use an HV gun shot on this one.
Target at maximum firepower.
There we go.
Hypervelocity gun
I
Attacking.
think the scale's a little bit different on the Death Clone, so I'll have to check into that too.
The launch bay is gone. Star Destroyer standing by. Star Destroyer reporting in. Yes, Commander. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Awaiting orders.
Weapons online. Prepare.
Right now, I think anything that has a significant fighter complement gets overvalued by the AI because we haven't adjusted the fighter or the AI combat values on the fighters, so that's probably perceiving those as stronger than they are, which is part of why the MTC is used a lot by the Empire, I think. On top of the fact that it's just really cost effective for what it is. So I've doubled the cost of the MTC recently, and we'll see how that impacts the AI usage of it. Its role is going to change anyways. So we lost an acclimator and a venator. Okay, are they staying on Carida? They are. Well, we can hold off a lot with this.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, HV gun. Give it a shot.
There they are. Blast them.
I think this is going to be the easiest one to kill.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Reinforcements en route.
CDB. I did run,
Route.
I tested running the Viscount into Substance Painter and then using a material that Bob had set up for texturing his Moncows. And even with just a little bit of work, it'll end up being a lot better. So at some point I'm going to re-UV the Viscount. I'd like to redo the model for the MC-80B, but some of the other ones can go through that and they'll end up looking a little bit better. I think the MC-90 doesn't need it as much, or it might already have had it. But I think the home one in particular, if we smooth out some of the bumps a little bit, because we can use a slightly higher poly count for that now, and then we use that generator, should really help with this look of the ship, especially with how the scale feels.
Upgrade in progress.
Frigate here.
Space station down.
Commence attack. Attack that target.
Station ready. Orbital command available.
Okay, I think we've got an MC-80B here. That should be killable.
Frequency open. Heavy cruiser standing by.
Bomber squadron reporting.
Upgrade
Frigate reporting.
Those A-Wings.
Fire at will.
Shields are coming back on the Lancer, that's helpful.
Captain here. Copy. Let's go. This way. Fire.
So those B-Wings on their way here.
Enemies in range. Location confirmed.
Alright, here we go.
hypervelocity.
No, this may not actually kill that. There may be a little bit of health left.
I got one.
Nope, we got it. It's good.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Yes, Commander. Reporting.
At your command.
Frigate here. Commence attack.
Lancers have been doing a really good job. Unfortunately, everything else is probably going to die.
Your orders.
All power to the engine.
That is not what I
Fire for
wanted to do.
maximum effect. Taking fire.
Frequency open.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Lots of frigate reporting. Captain here.
Reinforcements
Receiving
en
message.
route.
Where'd he go?
Huh. Oh no, these were real. Never mind.
Decoding.
I was wondering why I had the power to, or the single unit retreat for that, but
Yes, Commander.
they were actual units, so I can't cheese that. I wouldn't want to, but I would want to fix being able to cheese that.
Station ready.
Hypervelocity gun available. Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Fire at will.
Orbital command available.
Frequency open. Let's go. Fire. Enemies in range.
Alright,
Velocity gun.
that's all we got out of that. Or all we could get out of that. It is definitely all we got out of that. You guys saw the video, but it's actually going to be a harder one to defend. Economic structures. Alright, well, let's,
Battle imminent.
this guy's over there. Okay, if we can hold on to this planet, or hold on to Carida, the land battle here, then we can move our AT-AT over. It doesn't look like they sent enough to kill all our stuff. They might be overvaluing their heroes there quite a bit.
Brigade standing by. Rolling out. Reporting. Acknowledged. Battalion standing by.
I have moved the bones on these, I just haven't put it in the LP branch.
Deploying.
There's a bunch of stuff that's been done since then.
Ready.
I probably will pull over some of the changes that I think won't break the save. That's always the concern with this. Doing the preview LPs, aside from just any stuff that's not done because it is a
Tank brigade. Yes,
a development build.
Scouting.
That if I pull something that is save relevant, that it'll break that.
Ready for recon.
We've secured the landing zone.
Time order. Copy.
Ready. Advancing.
New coordinates. Let's roll.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Commander.
Roger. Squad, move out.
The enemy is approaching.
Ready to move.
go.
Alright, let's get all of these guys over here.
Reporting in.
Ready. Scanning for enemies.
Reinforcement point contested. Reinforcement point contested.
Awaiting orders. Activating. I've got them on scopes.
Moving to secondary position.
Maybe I'm underestimating the heroes, but I don't think so.
Report order acknowledged.
Okay, there's Chewie. Here comes Mara.
Roger that.
Oh,
On my way.
let's get the MPTLs. Where are they attacking from? Well, we'll still slide on over there.
I can't take this much longer.
There's Mara.
Coordinates.
Right now, the Jedi don't have the best options against vehicles,
AT-AT ready. Destination.
so we are going to address that as part of the other ground reworks. Lando. Oh, artillery.
Moving to fire. Right away.
It's good.
Always ready, sir.
ATSTs, get up there.
Form up.
Reinforcement point contested. Unit destroyed.
Initiate sweep. Armored transport ready. Proceeding to target.
Affirmative.
Unit destroyed.
Engaging enemy.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting in. On the move. Fire.
Kill that. They can't hold this unless they have infantry near it the whole time.
Enemy sighted.
Unit destroyed.
Enemy spotted.
Awaiting orders.
I'll copy.
Unit destroyed.
Form up.
The artillery is not our friend. Oh, look at that. Wow. These guys.
Destroyed.
Screw it. Kill Han.
Reporting. Roger that. Scouting area. Awaiting orders.
Base is under attack.
Reporting in. On my way, sir.
No sensor down there.
In my sights. Enemy
Unit
ready.
destroyed.
Hmm.
Yes, Commander.
That's a strange bug with the game where sometimes they'll get the attack order to go after a structure. And they won't do it, but the AI doesn't know to compensate for that.
I copy.
Ready.
And I don't know that it can really be made to.
Roger that.
Okay. Han's dead.
Standing by.
Luke's dead.
Fall out. Let's move out.
Bombing run's coming.
Unit
Enemy
destroyed.
bombardment is ready.
Unit destroyed.
Bombardment's coming.
Light vehicle factory destroyed.
They got a lot done. Not worth whatever they've spent on it, but still.
Let's go. Tank brigade ready.
A for effort.
Reporting.
Our solo stormtrooper.
Affirmative. Open fire.
Here we go.
We'll back you up.
Okay, we saved Carida. Saved our AT-AT. Are they going to move their stuff away? Just the Viscount? I don't really want to leave this.
Full speed.
But if they're going to do that, then I kind of have to. I'll move this fleet up to Bobringi then. Or Yaga Minor then.
Cruiser
Beginning
reporting.
construction.
Hope they don't put stuff back over there.
Brigade standing by.
Alright, let's queue up Mr. Rogers
Unit.
and Autark again. Actually, yeah, we'll have enough to buy Farstar, because we haven't had Farstar yet at all.
Order acknowledged.
Construction complete.
There
battle
we go. Nal Hutta planetary battle. You just want to kill off all your heroes, don't you? Against our barracks and our Moth Palace. They really need to send more in ground invasions, which
Enemy has been spotted. Awaiting
they have been slightly edited for that, but
Copy.
again, I'm not sure if this is those changes reflected, in which case it needs to be tuned more, but I think they haven't been added to this branch.
Copy. Right away.
Moving to secondary position.
Get out of here, Huts.
In a
Report order
Trying to act like you're a real faction already. Alright, they have their, they have more MPTLs.
Let's move out.
Awaiting orders. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Sensor node constructing.
Yes, Commander. Attack.
Copy. Hostiles. Right away.
Construction.
Oh, hi.
Ready for your orders, sir.
I copy.
Battalion standing by. Keep going.
Oh, other MPTLs.
Reporting. Moving out.
Order ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Affirmative, sir.
Turret
Scout
constructing.
Trooper
I'm
reporting.
gonna try to get more anti-infantry turrets just so if we, or when we run into Kyle, we're in better shape.
Ready.
I kind of want to do an ability as well that's
Unit destroyed.
for artillery where they can place. Well,
Activating.
what it'd be presented as to players is that you can target an area on the ground. They can just shell an area, which technically would involve some tricks.
Yes,
Constructing.
Commander.
Basically, placing a marker affiliated with the enemy has a lot of health, and then the MPTL tries to kill it,
Roll out.
targets it, but then your other units would probably try to target it too.
Roger that.
Form up. Deploying.
Honestly, making it clear that that's what it is in game would probably
Form up.
Awaiting orders.
make that work as well. It's like a mark target kind of idea. Then you'd be kind of expecting it to happen anyways.
Course.
Okay, let's kill this.
Changing course.
It's artillery.
Open fire. Right away. Moving out.
Here we go.
Awaiting orders.
Kyle gone? I think he's not. I think that counts as him getting away properly.
Tactical battle imminent.
Here we go.
Enemy unit sighted.
We did set up the super lasers to not kill the Viscount and other SSDs outright.
Choose your
So
reinforcements.
we'll see how that does.
Take us out, full thrusters.
Oh,
We're moving out. Heading out.
well, we already started
Move
jumping.
out.
And our fleet isn't horrible.
Flank
Raid
speed.
fleets.
We shall be there shortly.
I think they'll be right in front of that.
We await your command, my lord.
The enemy will pay.
Nope, it does kill it.
Your
Never mind.
orders.
Interceptor
Reporting in. Attacking. Roger that. Targeting.
So I think we can kill this before the raid fleet shows up then too.
Defender squadron reporting. Target the lasers. Setting up my
Our defenders
Form up.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
dodge hypervelocity guns, get forward.
Command.
ready for orders.
Not really going to be any hypervelocity guns that anything needs to dodge in this one, because we did start Era 2, so most of the warlords that would have remained are united with Thrawn, and it's a lot of New Republic stuff.
Stand ready.
Orders, sir. For the Empire.
Ready to receive orders.
Your command, sir. Destroyer here.
We await your command, my lord.
Enemies
Captain
in
here. Moving.
Awaiting your command. Our target priority is the laser
command,
threat.
sir.
I copy. Take out the iron cannons.
We await your command, my lord.
No, never mind. Easy little Hapen raid fleet. This is not what you want to be part of, little guys.
Ready.
Star Destroyer standing by. Engaging the enemy. Star Destroyer reporting in.
Be around much longer.
Our primary target is those
Heavy
iron
cruiser
cannons.
standing by.
Another thing I want to try doing for the Hapens, which I think I've probably mentioned before, is give their... because the Nova and the Battle Dragon both hold 3 squadrons, and if you're going to do any different kinds of fighters, so if you have like the Mytail Bomber, Fighter, Interceptor, unless you're only going to give them like just fighters, just bombers, or just interceptors. You kind of have to have 2 squadrons out at least at once, which ends up being a lot of fighters. The Hapens really spam fighters. So what I'd like to do is have their squadrons for those ships come out. If they're going to have like fighters and bombers, have them be squadrons of 6 instead, and then they can have 6 squadrons overall, but it'd be 2 squadrons coming out that end up being like half a squadron, so they're not as fighter spammy from stuff that's not even necessarily supposed to be their dedicated carriers.
Open fire. Attack that target.
All right.
Coming around. Target under control.
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
Here's the Viscount.
Destination set.
So we should be able to take Thanos and probably Tagoria.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Where are you coming in, Mandalore?
Tactical battle imminent. Building started.
I guess we have all this territory that we never really built up. No, that won't be enough to get. Oh well. Let's get out of here. I do want to queue up that allegiance. We're gonna lose the Eclipse next episode. We get a bunch of heroes with Jax, but the Eclipse is going to be a big loss for us. I would want to use it to finish off those conquests.
Calculating jump to light speed.
Look, sir, it's them.
Oh no.
Tactical battle imminent.
All that trouble to not use the AT-ATs in the battle so that they could be moved over here, just to lose them when they die to some random coronas. That would be sad.
Received.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Receiving location.
Okay. Before... Well, that's going to take a while to get there.
Vehicle in production. Training soldiers. Recruiting.
These are actually part of the squads now, so I'm just going to build the Stormtrooper squads,
Tactical battle
and we'll
imminent.
eventually have... I'll see if I can port that stuff over for Wednesday's episode as much as we can. Because the Stormtrooper squads have 2 rocket troopers in them each. Same with the New Republic ones. I think the Phalanx soldiers are still a little bit lower.
I am ready. I shall. I'll take them out.
All our super lasers.
Captain here.
Comlink active. Bombs deployed.
Ready. Flank speed.
Eyes reporting in. Attacking target.
Cruiser reporting.
Comlink active. Orders, sir. Fire at will. By my will. Ready for command, sir. No one commands me.
Roger that. I have the target in sight.
What? Very well.
Okay, they're going to be heading over here. If they ever get around that.
Looking on. I good.
Palpatine over there.
In my sights.
It is a pretty intense turn angle.
Formation. Go after the stragglers.
Part of what bothers me with turn angles like that is just how quickly it levels off.
I shall crush the rebellion.
Because if you're trying to reduce turn speed and everything, and then you see it just like flump down like that, it's
Target the laser.
kind of weird.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
More enemy craft. TIE squadron standing by. Attacking.
Ready to receive orders.
There is a great
Roger
disturbance
that.
in
Form up.
the force. Targeting.
Destroyer here. Attack commencing.
Where'd that? Okay, there's the MCADB. I thought it disappeared for a sec.
Enemy. Yes. When I am ready.
Taking fire. I've got it.
One of the worst maps for SSDs, and I've been keeping Palpatine parked here forever.
Attack.
Enemy cruiser stepping by. All ahead.
I've got it.
Gunship reporting.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Where'd he go? I am in command.
I copy. Fire.
Form up.
You come and help
For the
save our bombers.
ready for battle.
You guys definitely need to go help save our bombers.
Reporting.
Sir, I...
The lasers are our target.
What do you want? You shall know pain. Roger that.
Star Destroyer standing by.
I fear no one.
Star Destroyer.
And there we go. That's both of those that aren't going to last too much longer. Then we just got to worry about the one coming in behind us over here.
Battery is
So if
online.
you guys want to
Ring about.
swing around there,
Time has come.
and we'll... Oh, that's okay. We can just... We can use our super laser against that other one. It's going to retreat back to Tagoria. So once we take Thanos, we're just going to move into Tagoria anyways. But I think that will be for next episode. Because we just hit the half-hour mark. I think those episodes people tend to like better. I don't know if you guys want longer episodes. If you guys have any feedback on that, let me know. But yeah, so next episode we will move on to Karnor's era. We'll take Thanos and Tagoria first. Give Palpatine one last little fun outing into the galaxy. And when we have Karnor, we'll have all that territory, and we'll move on to the Empire of the Hand, or finish off the CSA and take all this other territory too. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.